Hey my lovely ones, I hope that you're all safe and well. I'm just coming on to do the Facebook card reveals for you all. So, if you've been drawn to card 1, we're going into the energy of the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is basically a time period where head needs to be down, there needs to be some focus. We're working on bringing in that abundance, we're working on bringing in that prosperity. And I think this is a really interesting kind of card when it shows, because it is about really sort of focusing on hard work. Basically, it's investing, it's really putting a lot of energy and effort into your craft, and it's really important not to give up. I think things from a financial space for a lot of people at the moment are being extremely heightened, but keep sort of focused on where you can make a difference. So I've had people say to me, you know, should I walk away? Should I give up on my kind of craft or profession and get a more conventional job? Some people are giving up, you know, real skilled trades just to have an easy life. And I think the thing is, if we all buckle under those demands and those pressures, then actually we are all being suppressed. And that's kind of what the higher powers that be are wanting at the moment. So I think if you can be resilient, if you can go the distance, I'm not saying it's easy, because I know it's not, but if you can go the distance, stay strong, stay fabulous, really don't sort of buckle under pressure with what's happening. And I think with the energy of the Pentacles, try and see beyond the fears, try and see beyond the worries, try and see beyond the problems. And sometimes that is easier said than done. I know it's not always easy and straightforward, but 8 is, as a rule, saying that there is this energy of promotion, abundance, prosperity that wants to kind of come in for us. It's almost like, if you think of number 8, there's no middle, there's no beginning, there's no middle, there's no end. It's the infinity symbol. So things will continue to improve, things will continue to get better. This, I think, is a dip in energy, but try and stay focused, because for some of us, that's the easy thing, that's the sort of muggle thing, to walk away from something, to actually harness and stay in our craft, to stay in our power with our skills. That takes courage, that takes bravery, and go for it. So keep investing, keep allowing people to reinvest back into you, and the right people will support your business, the right people will support your work. And if you do work in a more conventional practice, just keep doing what you need to do to survive and make your world work for you. But there is a real focus here with this at the moment of head down, let's get on with it sort of thing. So, you know, stay in your power at the moment where finances are concerned, is the message I get. Now, as I'm moving into card 2, we're going into the energy of Judgment. Judgment is interesting when it shows. It could be that you've been stringing yourself up a little bit unnecessarily. It could be that you've been kind of focusing on all the things that maybe are going wrong, or all your limitations or whatever. And Judgment is a celebration card. So if you've not been feeling like there's much to celebrate at the moment, stop and take a deeper look at your life, because there is always something to celebrate. For everything that's negative or intrusive or disruptive, beyond those things, there's lots of great stuff. And the first celebration that we should all be celebrating is the gift of life. When we get up of a morning, you know, regardless of how we feel on a personal level, we have air in our lungs. We're here to experience another day. Some people didn't wake up this morning, but you did. That's your first gift from the universe. But how many of us just take that for granted? How many of us just take that as second nature and give it very little thought? Sometimes we put too much pressure upon ourselves, and it's about actually refining and stripping back the energy. And there are sometimes people that wake up of a morning that don't want to be here, but there is always a reason to sort of discover and you know, receive something great when we give ourselves that internal permission, that internal acceptance. So if you have been judging yourself a bit too harshly lately, sing and dance to the rhythm of your own tune, sing and dance to the rhythm of your own magic. Know and trust that actually your world still can be whatever you want it to be. Don't buy into the fears of money being a problem, of relationships and love being a problem. Have that self-care, have that self-love for yourself. So keep shining, stay fabulous. And if you don't feel fabulous, start to really give yourself permission to receive these energy lines. So that comes in quite strong with this. Now the final card, we're going into card 3, is the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is a card of feeling a little bit torn between the head and the heart energy. So it might be that your head is telling you to do one thing, your heart is maybe saying for you to do something else. Bear with me, I'm just removing the dog away from some of my stuff because he has a habit lately of wanting to decide to pull a deck of cards off the shelf, rattle them in his mouth, and then I have to retrieve them. So I'm just keeping an eye on what he's doing at the moment. But yeah, Two of Swords is definitely feeling a little bit torn between the head and the heart energy. And I think what's really important with this is not to get consumed in anything. Sometimes change has to happen and it can feel fearful, it can feel scary. Sometimes change is coming outside of our control and it can leave us feeling a little bit unsure of the path and its future. But also, not all changes are bad. Not all changes are set to disrupt our energy. Some actually come in to enrich our life. And sometimes it's not till we remove something that we realise how enriched our life becomes off the back of that experience. But Two of Swords, it is feeling a little bit blindfolded. It does feel a little bit like maybe some of you are stabbing in the dark at the moment and you're trying to be the best you can be, but you really feel maybe at the moment like quite out of depth or like you haven't got a real kind of clue as to where you're going or as to what's happening. But stay focused. And because she's sort of trying to sort of fill the target with her psychic intuitive energy, it doesn't matter if you're blindfolded. It doesn't matter if things are temporarily removed from your focus. If the energy of something feels right, feed into that heart vibration and you'll find you'll still be able to hit the bullseye, as is the case with this card. So I hope you can make sense of that. I'm going to leave these cards with you. Stay safe, stay well, stay fabulous. Have a great week ahead. And I'll catch up with some of you lovelies very soon on Facebook or on Zoom or at the fairs and the events that we've got coming up over the next sort of couple of weeks. So love and blessings. Bye for now.